Hey guys, it's your girl Risa coming to you today with a I'm not gonna call it, I don't like to call them tutorials because I don't feel like I'm teaching y'all anything. I'm just coming to show you guys what I'm doing in the kitchen today. Okay, everybody has their own technique, their own seasonings, they have their own way of doing things, and I'm just showing you guys what I use in my kitchen. Okay, today I'm doing a pot roast. I have two that I picked up from the store. I don't remember how much they were each, but they were in my haul. And I want to say welcome to everybody. Hey, soogas. Okay, y'all. I don't know how many pounds they were. Any of that. I can't tell y'all measurements. You just have to use your judgment. For those that don't really cook, then you know not to add a lot. It's always good to start off depending on the size of your meat, the type of meat, and what your flavor palette is like. Okay, and when I say flavor palette, a lot of people don't like garlic, a lot of people don't like onion, a lot of people don't like lemon pepper. So the things that you do not like, don't add it, of course, you know. But the things that you like, if you like seasoned salt, then you use seasoned salt. And I don't know if you guys watch I did a Sam's and Walmart run video the other day. Walmart, and I can't speak for all stores, but they sell low sodium seasoned salt. Okay, so it's not as much it's not as much salt in the seasoned salt by Lawry's as it usually is. So you can use a little bit of table salt, okay, or some other type of seasoning that might have a little extra salt in it. Okay, so anytime you're seasoning meat, you can't taste the meat. But if you desire to mix your seasonings ahead of time, like if you use a fourth of a teaspoon of this or a pinch of that, and you mix it together, and you can taste it with your finger before you put it in your meat, and it will let you know whether it has too much salt in it. Seasonings will let you know there's no salt, or there's too much salt, or it's enough salt, just by you tasting it. Okay, so that's what we're getting ready to do today, is season this meat. Right here I have my oven on 425. I have a bell pepper and a half, and I have 3 onions. One I had to go ahead and cut up because it started to turn a little bit. But the first thing I'm gonna do is add some onion powder. Y'all know onion powder is my favorite. For those that are new, welcome to the channel, welcome to the family. My name is Risa, Theresa T. I call my subscribers my sugar babies, my honey buns, my snack cakes, my Jolly Ranchers, my boo babies, stinker butts. And for those of you that don't like pet names like that, make sure you let me know, because I don't want to call you something that you don't like. I'm not going to call you out your name, nothing bad, you know what I mean? Won't do that over here. I don't believe in that. I call you something like that as I mean it, in the wrong kind of way, okay? But I'm trying to get my life right to where I don't do that. So I'm just sprinkling just a pinch of black pepper on the top. And I put about maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons on the top of both of them of onion powder. And I'm leaving it there because I'm going to use it again. Now, for the shocker for those that need nitroglycerin tablets, every time somebody use salt and seasoned salt, y'all go on and turn the camera off. That's seasoned salt. Okay, and that's about a teaspoon on each one. Okay, I'm going to add some garlic powder. And I like the very fine seasonings, like the tones, because it's very, very fine. Let's see. It says 3/4 teaspoon of garlic powder equals a tablespoon of fresh minced garlic. 1/4 teaspoon is the equivalent of 1 medium garlic clove, okay? And 3/4, okay, they got it in a different language, so that's good to know. Let's see. Looking for any type of information that they give you on here. That's pretty much it. I don't have my glasses on, but I was able to read that. It has no sodium in this, no protein, no carbohydrates, no total fat, no calories. This is just plain, dried, and finely milled onion. Well, all right. Okay. That's garlic powder. I said onion. That's garlic. Let's see. For the onion powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder is the equivalent of 3 tablespoons of fresh chopped onion. So it gives you those facts, and the same, there's nothing in it. Protein, carbohydrates, sodium, fat, calories is 0. Serving size, 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. So for 1 serving is 1/4 teaspoon. Well, all right. Okay, so let's look at the seasoned salt. Seasoned salt has no calories, no protein, no carbohydrates, but 380 milligrams of sodium, which is 16%. There's salt, sugar, spices, including paprika, turmeric, onion, cornstarch, garlic, and natural flavors, and extra, what that is, extracts of paprika. Okay, so that lets you know this has a good amount of salt. Now, this is for the original bottle. The low sodium is probably half of that, which I don't have the original container, but yeah. So let's see if we're gonna add anything else to this, because I like to go through the cabinets and try different things. This is my original way of cooking my pot roast. It's just with, I don't usually add garlic. It's just usually onion, seasoned salt, and a little bit of salt and black pepper. But let me see if I got any more of the Lipton onion. Okay, I got a Lipton onion pack. I'm gonna add that. Sprinkle it all over, down in the bottom. All of that good stuff. Okay. Got that. Okay. And that's all I'm going to add for right now. I'm going to turn Thunderbird over here if I can grab hold of it. Okay. We're going to do the same thing to the other side, except the Lipton onion soup mix won't be on it. Okay. Onion powder. Okay. A little black pepper. Black pepper and cayenne pepper is one of Galen's favorites, and crushed red pepper. So sometimes you can see me have 2 of, yeah, cause he's worse than I am. He'll grab crushed red pepper, cayenne pepper, and black pepper every time we go to the store, whether we need it or not, and salt. I need to start doing that, especially with the onion powder. Now, I know that the Lipton onion soup mix has salt. I know that the seasoning salt has some salt, okay? But when this begins to cook, I am going to add some water, okay? Anytime you season something and you add water, it will dilute the amount of salt that you have in, unless you pour a lot in there. You get what I'm saying? It will change. So as it begins to cook and that water begins to build up and bubble all in the bottom, whatever salt is in here will have to be incorporated into that water, okay? So don't worry about, the only time you can put too much salt is if you do too much from the beginning, okay? Once you get in your kitchen and you start to learn how to season your food, you will know what to add and what not to add. For those that have high blood pressure, seasoned salt, regular seasoned salt, and a combination of salt is not for you, okay? It's not for you. If you know how to add the two and it do not cause you any issues, 2 thumbs up, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these bell peppers in here. Now, by me saying that, I know it's not gonna stop people from criticizing. I know it's not gonna stop people from leaving their comments like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an expert, but I've been cooking for over 20 years, okay? And I do what works for me. Do I have high blood pressure? By the grace of God, no. My husband don't have high blood pressure? No. I may have any other type of health issues, but right now, thank you, Lord, that's not one of them, okay? So, if you find yourself blocked on this channel, it's because of your comments, okay? All right? Okay, there we go. Not that I feel like you care, but you might be able to type a comment, or then you might not be. If you've left me a comment like I'm Slim Slow, okay? I'm not. I know what I'm doing. I ain't trying to hurt my family, and I most definitely am not trying to hurt y'all, okay? Yes, I love sweets. Yes, we do a little bit of spice. And I know y'all concerned about maybe the cayenne pepper is too much for your stomach. Well, it could be. But I just had some tests run. There's nothing going on with that. So it may be something in my female area. Okay, so I'm having tests done for that as well. They didn't see any signs of, praise God, of ulcers or anything like that. Okay, so for those of y'all that are concerned, a lot of times y'all people leave comments and then they say, I'm just saying, or I'm concerned. Well, that's when you ask questions instead of giving your opinion. You know, that's when you ask a question. Well, Risa, do you think it's from this or do you think it's from that? But when you come straight at me, you shouldn't do this and you should, but that's for you. It doesn't pertain to me, okay? It don't. If the doctor tell me, Risa, you need to lay off of this, then I'm good, okay? I'm not trying to do anything to hurt myself. I drink plenty of water. Yes, I do drink a ginger ale every now and then. I don't drink them as much as I used to. I do eat. Y'all haven't seen me eating any chocolate lately because I haven't been. I haven't even been buying candy within the last week, okay? But I did have me a ginger ale, and I did have me 4 Oreo cookies the other day. That was my little cheat for me. So, I just wanted to share that with y'all because, you know, it's a family affair over here, and we learn from each other. And don't y'all ever think that I am to the point where I cannot learn from you guys. I learn so much from y'all. How you cook your food. That's why I leave the comment sections open. And see, people don't think that I can upload a video and disable comments. I can. You know, I'm not that type of person. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear how you cook or what works for you. But I know what works for this house works for this house. You know, if anybody decide one day they're in my city and they want to stop and I've already cooked and you want to try my food, fine. But I'm not forcing it down your throat. I'm not forcing my ideas in the way that I do things on anybody, okay? It's going to be good, you know? So, we're going to go ahead and put these onions over in here. Now, I know the comments going to come. Risa, you don't have to explain. It's not an explanation. It's just me basically telling y'all what I see and what I feel is right for us, okay? That's just it. If you want to call it an explanation, you can. I can respond if I want to. I can respond. Sometimes I don't. Y'all find yourself blocked. Depends on the kind of comment you leave. You know what I mean? So there we go. We got all our onions. We got our bell peppers. We have our seasonings in there. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to cover this. Because I covered my pan with 2 layers of aluminum foil. Okay? Because we're going to try to hold as much juice in there as we can. Y'all, my inbox is going off. I keep having messages, emails popping up. Now, I'm going to let this cook for about maybe 30, 45 minutes. And then I'm going to mix in my measuring cup some water, onion powder, beef base. Okay? Now, for those that y'all don't know what I'm talking about as far as beef base is, it's by the same company as the seasonings that I use. Beef base, beef bouillon cubes, beef bouillon, beef stock. But this is in a concentrated form and it's gluten free. Okay? It's cooked beef, sea salt, some other stuff I can't pronounce, beef broth, salt, corn, hydrolyzed corn protein, onion powder, sugar, caramel color, dextrose, natural flavors, disodium isonate, disodium something else to nate. Okay? So I will mix this with some water. And I saw the word again, salt. But you gotta know, you don't need a lot of this because it's very, very strong. So even if I put in a big 2 cup, I only need probably about a teaspoon of this to dissolve in that. Because I'm gonna add water. Once this really, really cooks, I'm gonna add water. About 1 inch of water in the bottom, maybe 1 inch or 2. Along with this, okay? Because I like plenty of juice in my pot roast. Because we're going to add potatoes to this. And we're going to add carrots. So, I have some leftover broccoli that I can cook. I have some leftover, but it's not cooked. But I got some broccoli I can cook. I got some leftover greens I'm going to thaw out for Corey. And we got some baked beans and we got some rice. And I may make some yellow rice. My own version of yellow rice. Basically, it's going to be some flavors mixed together in a pot. Like that. Okay. So we got this firmly packed. I'm going to go ahead and slide it in the oven. Okay guys, I'm back really quick. So I want to share this. I got 4 cups of water in here. Okay, 4 cups. And I am going to get a little bit of beef base. I got this little spoon. I guess this is supposed to be like a teaspoon. I don't even know, y'all, but about that much. Okay, shoot, that might even be a tablespoon. Wait a minute, let me see. Where's my measuring spoons at? I got to buy me some more. That's a 1/2 teaspoon. And this is a 1/2 teaspoon. So let's see. So this is about 2 teaspoons, because that's a 1/2 teaspoon. So this is about 2 teaspoons and 4 cups of water. And y'all have, some of you that have watched my videos all the way through may have seen me do this before. And it may take some time for it to completely dissolve, but we're gonna work with it. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people like to use browning, what is that, browning seasoning or whatever. With this beef base, you don't need to do that because I believe it's already added. Coloring is what it said. So now, if you have a really large pot like my Big Bertha, you can add a tablespoon or 2 if you have that pot really full. Okay, we got it pretty much almost there. See how dark that water is getting? And I'm feeling around to see if I feel any chunks. And I don't. But I see a few tiny pieces floating around in there, which is good. Because when it gets in the pot and it begins to boil, it will dissolve. Okay, so that's 4 cups of water right there. Now, I'm going to lay out some aluminum foil to season my chicken. I'm going to sit that right there. I don't need chicken grease all in it. Try to get whatever I'm going to use to, which is basically going to be on my chicken. I use cayenne pepper and salt. I'm not trying to season it today. I don't think, you know, I might change my mind. A box of salt, because I might see some things up here that okay. Got my chicken pieces. Wash my tongs real quick. So we're gonna lay our chicken out. We're going to check it on both sides for anything that's not wanted or needed, like feathers, discoloration, all of that. We got some chicken thighs. Chicken thighs. Pour some bleach in that in just a minute. Okay, so we're gonna leave some of the fat and the skin on. Not taking that off. I like that. Gives you a little flavor. So we're gonna let these sit and rest a few minutes. Okay. All right, so cayenne, grab this one better. Okay. Turn them over. Now, once you add flour to your chicken, sometimes it can, well, I'm gonna speak for me. I've had the problem of sometimes your seasoning get diluted. So I like to season my flour a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Now, if you use any type of seasoned breading, then make sure that you do not add any salt or extra seasonings if you're using a seasoned flour. Who is it? I'll be back, y'all. Okay, so my chicken is all seasoned up. I haven't floured it yet, and I let it rest for about maybe 45 minutes. And so now I'm going to cover it and let it sit until I'm ready to fry my chicken. So I just took my roast out of the oven. I haven't added any water or anything like that. I just had it tightly covered in the oven, and it formed its own juice. Okay? So let's see how tender this bad boy is right now. So it's still tough, but my fork can go in it. Certain areas are a little more tender than others. Okay. Look at all that juice. I did not add any water at all. As a matter of fact, here's my cup of broth. This is my 4 cups of water and my bouillon, my beef base that I had. So we're going to add this. I'm not going to add the whole 4 cups because I don't want to cover my meat. So we're going to let the rest of this sit until this cooks down, and then I'll add the rest in about another hour, hour and a half. Okay? So this is what we got. Let me see. I'm going to turn them over. There we go. Okay. And that's that. We're going to put it back in for another hour. And then I will check it again. And by then I should be ready to fry my chicken. I'll be back.